Oh man, what's up y'all? Terry Warfield. It is a beautiful day to be here talking to y'all. But anyways, if this is your first time here, a big fat welcome to you. I really appreciate you stopping through. And if you're part of the fam, you're part of the squad, and you came back, make sure you drop a hashtag up in here just so I know you're up in the comments. My apologies in advance. If you hear my dog going off or my kids, if they come barging in here, my bad. You know we all stuck at home trying to be safe. But before we move forward, I got to do a quick family check. You know I got to get this out the way. By the way, y'all see this skin? Ain't that fire? Woo, look at that. It's the S20 Ultra. But anyways, currently there are 8,739 people in the squad. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Let's keep this going. So what we gonna talk about today since we stuck in the house? I figured this would be a good time to come give you some of my favorite tips on how I got so comfortable with being on camera, whether it's talking to the camera like this or vlogging out in public, and I wanna give that information to you. So I'm gonna split this into 3 parts. The first part, there's my dog. The first part, we're gonna talk about techniques and things that I think you can do to get more comfortable on camera. The second part, in the next video, we're gonna talk about gear, how to set up your Sony camera or any camera for that matter. And number 3, we're gonna talk about some things I think you could do to make your videos and your vlogs a little bit more interesting. Real simple techniques that will take it a long way. So I guess let's go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes. The number one thing that you can do to get more comfortable on camera, this will instantly take you from like a 2 to a 20, is stop caring so much. I know I've said this in a lot of videos, but I think it's really important, especially when it comes to like being on camera. No joke, there are times where I'm like out in public with my friends or my family or other content creators, and I just whip out my camera and start vlogging, and they instantly look at me like, how do you do that? And for me, it's real simple. I just don't give a what people think about me when it comes to their negative feelings. And let me break that down a little bit further. Let me remind you that there are 8 billion people in this world. So if I take 10 people and put 10 people in a room and put you right there, I guarantee you 6 of those people don't like you for probably they don't like the way you look, they don't like the way you dress, they don't like the way your eyeballs look, they don't like the way you smell, they don't like the way you talk. Like, people will come up with whatever their reasons are, and you could be literally perfect at what you're doing. The reason I'm saying that is because if you sit there and you sensationalize every person that doesn't like you for whatever their reason is, you'll never be comfortable with yourself, number one, or on camera. So my number one strategy to being comfortable on camera is to literally not care about what people think of me. Who cares? They're not paying my bills. I'm likely never gonna see them again. And who are they to say anything about what it is I'm doing? Let me take it a step further. You gotta realize that it is 2020, right? We live in a social media digital age. So literally everybody is always on their phone. Literally everybody is always making some type of content. So even though you think that those people might be looking at you crazy, they may be interested in what you're doing, number one. Number 2, it's human nature to just kind of look where you see somebody bringing attention, or I got this big black camera to myself, or bringing attention to yourself. You get what I'm trying to say. I messed that up, but you get the delivery. Stop caring so much about what people think, and it will instantly be easier for you to be more comfortable on camera and to make your videos. Quit caring so much. Let's move on to the next thing. Tip number 2 to get more comfortable talking to your camera in a vlog is literally to practice. I know that sounds stupid because everybody say that. It seems so mundane, right? It seems so simple, but it's the reality for a few reasons. Number 1, obviously, if you practice, things get easier, right? You get better at it, you get more comfortable, just like anything else in life. But one of the reasons I say practice, because a big reason why people won't turn on the camera or publish videos or whatever is because of how they look. So I'm saying practice because you ever took a picture of yourself, like a selfie, and it came out fire, but then somebody else took the same picture of you and it came out crap and you felt stupid? Video works the same way. You gotta get comfortable with how you look on camera. Find your angles, you know what I'm saying? What angle do you look best from on camera? What hairstyle looks the best? What makeup looks the best? Whatever, all of that stuff. Listen, I know a lot of people say they don't care about how they look. I think everybody's lying when they say that. It's human nature to care about your appearance and want to look presentable and want to look good, even if it's not for other people. It's human nature to want to do that for yourself. So again, I strongly recommend you get some practice, man. Turn your camera on and just start, seeing how you look best on camera. That way, when you go to start filming, that part is already done. You already know how you feel best on camera. So set your camera up and just start talking and go back and look at your footage afterwards. And if you don't like the way it looks or you don't like the way you look on it, then you can make the adjustments so you know how to get yourself looking how you want to look on video. And on top of that, again, the reason I say practice is because Part of becoming comfortable on camera is repetition. Talking to your camera, getting comfortable with making eye contact with the camera lens, and just getting comfortable all around. Start filming yourself doing stupid stuff, talking to the camera, and as you go on, those things will get easier and easier to the point where it's second nature. The third thing I'm about to tell you is absolute fire. Let's do it. All right, my last tip for you to get more comfortable on camera is to think about who it is you're talking to and what it is you're talking to. What do you mean by that, Terry? Well, I think what happens when people think about talking to a camera, the thought of talking to a camera and other people being on the side of that camera, such as an audience of 10,000 people, that's kind of intimidating, right? Well, I got a trick for you. What if instead of acting like there are 10,000 people on the other side of your camera, you thought about your camera as like a FaceTime conversation? So instead of thinking that, hey, I'm making a YouTube video, talk to your best friend. Have a FaceTime call with your best friend and think about it like that. Have you ever made like a video call in public? You ever realized how much you didn't care what people thought because you were just making a FaceTime call, you just talking to somebody? Think about your camera the same way. So I know a lot of people say, hey, talk to your camera like you're talking to an audience. Well, that can be very intimidating for some people. However, thinking about your camera like having a conversation with your best friend on a FaceTime call, that changes the game a little bit. A lot of this stuff is all mindset and mentality, man. I really think that's one thing you could do. I know it helps me a lot. But anyways, I hope these tips were at least some type of helpful for you. Like I said, part 2 and part 3 to this video series are coming in the next few days, so make sure you are subscribed. Also, make sure you have the notification bell turned on. Let me know what you think about these tips, man. If you found these helpful, let me know in the comments. Really appreciate y'all hanging out today. Stay safe. Keep your damn hands washed. Until next video, peace and chicken grease. I'm out, Terry Warfield. Peace!